qualities of it.
In the only the spirit of service. That is the service. And however risk you take for that, it is laudable, more valuable. So that is given by Yoga Maya, and this is by Mahamaya. This is out-carrying current and that is in-carrying current. Yoga Maya gives a new dress of devotion. And everything is useful. What is considered to be that lampoto. Lampot is a women hunter. But that is in Krishna, that is the most chaste and the purest action. Who can offer whoever can offer himself for that. In this way, extreme things which we can consider to be the most filthy here, that will fetch so much value in the purest rate in that way. And this is possible only in Goloka and not in Vaikuntha, the lower half, not higher half, where the people, where the servitors are actuated by the motive of inspiration or reaction, intuitive action. It is there. Tatparatvena nirmalam, the purity depends on the process by which Krishna is the object of satisfaction. As much as intense attempt is made for his satisfaction, so much pure it is. No other criterion of purity. The criterion of purity is as much as it is to satisfy Krishna. The degree of goodness or purity will be measured only by one standard, with how much earnestness it is done for the satisfaction of the center. Can you think it? No?
Yes.
Then try to conceive the standard. What is the standard of purity? Standard of divinity. That is only what is done for the service of the center. Center carrying service. That is Yoga Maya. And sense carrying service of the purity, that is most awkward, reactionary. There are also the reaction, but the reaction comes in the form of more earnestness for the service. Prem, das kori beton more deho premodham. Appoint me as your servant and give the salary of love, more and more love towards you, more and more earnest attitude for the service of your self. That is. And here the reaction is that whom I am trying to enjoy, he will enjoy me. I shall be turned into his object of his enjoyment again. Master is servant. I shall have to be servant and he will be my master. This is your reaction. But there, they do not want anything but his love. And love comes in them. And what is the nature of love? That more attentiveness towards the service of the center. No form is to be abused. The spirit is to be abused or praised. If stealing is bad here, but stealing for the service of Krishna, it is good. It is better than ordinary moral action. No question of morality can enter there, because autocracy, the kingdom of autocracy, Sharat. Everything is for himself. He is Sharat. So these laws won't be applied there. Just the opposite. What is Krishna conception? This is Sambandha Gyan. To know what is what. To know where I am. To know who is my who is who to me, and do accordingly. If I steal your property, and I can use it for the service of satisfaction of Krishna, then you will be paid in the term, you will be benefited. Krishna consciousness will come down in you in return as reaction. So I am a party to help you to enter into Krishna consciousness. I am also being rewarded. No question of punishment for stealing. Do you follow? No?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, I follow.
In this way you have to understand everything. Anything which is meant for the satisfaction of Krishna cannot have any bad character. All good. Because it is meant for the good, and the reaction from goodness will come to you. You will be purified. So concept, variety is there. Infinite variety there, but servitors, as we find here, more than that variety may be found there. That it is a limited world. Variety, numberless, is not possible to find here, but especially by us of limited understanding. But there are infinite variety of ego. But ego is golden ego. Ego is not lead, iron ego. Golden ego. That is desirable. Polarity is there, unity and polarity. But that is in good harmony, and here in discord. Diversity, polarity, that is not bad, but harmonized, as here in discord, that is bad. There, inequality, fighting with one another, no good thing. But there, fighting also is producing some good results. The touch of that magical wand is such. One who is killed there, he is also happy. And who is killing, he is also happy. Just as in a drama. When you are seeing a drama, a man is being killed, poisoned, another man is giving the poison, killing him. But what do you appreciate there? The process of their function. The credit will go how well they will be able to imitate that action. Because really no death case there, only a show, imitation. So how skillfully one can plot to poison another, how skillfully he can do it naturally, he will be appreciated. And the man who is being poisoned, he also, how he can play the part of being poisoned, the appreciation will go there. Because the real killing is not there. There also, soul is eternal, no killing possible, but only imitation. Everything is an imitation for the satisfaction. In drama also for the satisfaction of the looker-on, the audience. They are playing. So they are also for the satisfaction of him. They are showing their activity. Whatever occurs there, all pleasure producing, all ecstatic waves. The form may be otherwise, but the material is all right. Just the other day, I'm sometimes told, this chili is very bitter, but if you prepare it with sugar, a sugar-made chili, that will be sweet, not bitter, not pungent. That is very bitter if it is made of sugar. Then it will be, cannot but be sweet. Gati premno sabhava kutida bhavet. Quarreling with Krishna. The friends, sometimes they fight with Krishna, but that is pleasing to Krishna, that mock fight. Sometimes Krishna, they are carrying on their shoulder. Sometimes Krishna is carrying the friends on his own shoulder. But all meant to please Krishna. Some they may not know, but the Yoga Maya makes arrangement in that way. Jnana Sunna Bhakti. Yashoda is whipping Krishna, as motherly affection, whipping Krishna. And Krishna crying, rubbing his eyes, and also admitting, I want to do my mother this thing again, please forgive me. But it is pleasing Krishna. It is meant on the basis of pleasing Krishna, service. They may not know it. Jnana Sunna Bhakti. Such arrangement made by Yoga Maya. But in fact it is such. The underlying principle of beating the sun, Krishna, the outcome of a great higher quality love, affection of Yashoda towards Krishna. Because Krishna enjoys it from his innermost heart, enjoys that weeping of mother. Superficially he is showing that by weeping he is feeling pain and he is crying. It is superficial. But at heart he enjoys such motherly affection, even in punishment. Rasa, in Madhur Rasa, friendly circle. Apparently, so many sins have been described there that may be meant that this is not service, disservice, displeasing Krishna. But it is not so. Internally, it is supplying the pleasure of Krishna. But here, the opposite. Sometimes a man may be seen to worship the deity with very pure dress and pure food offering, all these things. But within there is some aim. Oh Lord, be pleased and give me something in return. Give me some money, or some cure from some particular disease, or save me from my enemy. There's some petition there within, and outwardly pure arrangements are made, but that is still the ultimately. This kamana, sense pleasure, to exact service from him, giving some bribe openly, and internally to put some petition. Give this for 5 rupees, I want 5 lakhs. This is Maya. This is no service. Though externally it seems to be very pure service, but the poison is within. And there, the nectar is within. Earnestness for the satisfaction of Krishna. And apparently on the outside, whatever it may be, it is all pure, purest of the pure. Because the motive is God's satisfaction, Krishna's satisfaction. Now,
there are so many great devotees mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam and other places, but somehow Lord Shiva is sometimes referred to as the greatest devotee. Is there any special quality he has?
Yes, I don't know, is grade of classification in a particular group. There are different groups. And in one group, one is better, best, in this way. We have to measure. And the general comparison is there. No sada me priyatamo nath mujoni from Brahma. Sanatana Goswami has begun from a Brahmin, a rich man who is attending this Kumbh Mela, Allahabad, Ganges, Yamuna, and there feeding many guests in the Tirtha Sthan, the pure place, holy place, and also the clothing and other things, making gift, begins there. And ultimately performing Nam Sankirtan in the end. The first unit he shows there. We are making a good karma with ending with some Nam Sankirtan. They are the beginning of the real artistic life. And then approached him, you are very fortunate man. He told, what fortune I have got, I have nothing. He showed some Maharaja, perhaps in Puri, or the Bangladesh, how fortunate he is. He is distributing prasadam to the people, creating sukriti to so many, and doing this and that, all these things. He is really a man who is making his life fruitful, successful in this world of mundane life. Then the devotee Narad ran to that king and began to praise, you are so and so devotee. He also in his answer, what do you see me? I have nothing, what I do in the infinite world. How much I have got and how many I can distribute to others, prasadam, or clothing, all these things, I am none. Of course I find Indra, he is very fortunate. Fortunate. He has, Krishna himself has come as his brother Vamana. He is making arrangement for his service and doing so many things, so much facility. He has got here command over so much energy of this both mundane and the subtle world. The priest, devotee, ran to Indra. He was very fortunate. Began to pray. You devotee, you praise in vain. What my position? But Brahma is really a devotee and a really power holder. He has got command over all Brahmanda. And he also has close connection with Narayana. By his inspiration he gives Veda to us and so many things. He is the most powerful. And Narad ran to Brahma. Then he began to praise Brahma. What do you say, my son Narada? Are you mad? I have not taught you. Where is Narayana and where am I? I am in bondage, what good I am doing to Mahadev Shiva, he is of course really. He does not care for this mundane life. He does not care for his any permanent abode, resident. He does not care to have a good dress. All is here and there, taking the name of Ram, madly wandering. He is really a devotee. That's my position. Then Narad went to Mahadev, began to praise. There are some portion in the Veda, Shruti, that say you are the ultimate Lord of the whole world. And you are a devotee also. Your position is unique. I come to take shelter and want your grace. Shiva was very much enraged and with his Trishula,
Trident?
that weapon, peculiar weapon with 3 ends,
Trident.
Shiva came to give a lesson, teach a lesson to Narada. You say that Rudra Stuti, I am the ultimate reality. What do you say? You have no common sense. I am always taking in the name of Ram, Ram, Ram. He is my Lord, Vishnu, Narayana. And you have come to make blasphemy. I am ultimate reality. You don't understand the meanings of those Shruti, which makes her, my praise is mentioned so intensely in this way. If you find real devotion, you go to Prahlad, pure devotion. I sometimes go to fight with Narayana. I have got partiality for the demons. I gave indulgence to so many demons, and you go to fight on their behalf with Narayana. Don't you know that? The Lord has given this most undesirable position to me. He has put me in the opposition party, leader of the opposition party. I go to support against him, these enemies of the world. You don't know all these things? What is my function? Most undesirable function. I am entrusted with, but what to do? He is all in all. Whatever he does, we must all take on our head. No other way. The most undesirable position I am holding. Then went to Prahlad. Prahlad told, oh devotee, you know everything about me, I am your disciple. Why you have come to measure devotion in me, I don't understand. What do I only, by your grace, only can recollect to certain extent, moron, recollection, but no service. I am not fortunate enough to serve my Lord, only to be satisfied by thinking, speculation, all these things. But Hanumanji, he is really fortunate. He has got a great energy and mentality to serve the Lord, and how he did his service miraculously in Lanka for the delivery from the hands of Ravana, our mother Sita Devi, how for the release of Sita Devi, Hanuman showed his valor and killed so many for the service. He is our ideal devotee is Hanuman. Then Narada went to Hanuman again. Hanuman also missed out. Yes, those days are gone. Ramchandra was very affectionate to me. And I did also so much, inspired by his grace. There is no credit to me. Now I am here alone, remembering those glorious days of the past. But we hear that Ramchandra has come again, and it's Krishna, and bring much favor to the Pandavas as friend, as master. He showed some grace to me, I can't deny. But now the Pandavas are very fortunate. Those days of mine gone forever. Then went to Pandava. and met Yudhishthira. You are very fortunate, Yudhishthira. The Lord himself is praying to you, and you are all good persons sing the glorious fortune you have got, you Pandava, is your Sakha. Yudhishthira, what do you say, Devotsi Narada? I can't understand. But I think every now and then I shall tell you that I think us to be the most unfortunate because we are showing a very discouraging example here. The whole of our life is always in danger. Not a peaceful life we find. So people at large, they won't come to worship Krishna. That is my apprehension. True to say to you, that is my always such apprehension comes in my mind. Looking at our life, that full of danger, variety danger. Whole life we are suffering. So the Krishna's friend, Pandava, that means the whole life suffering. Don't go to Krishna. The people will think that like that, they will see. That is my apprehension. No. What do you say, Yudhishthira? You're dangerous, yeah? You're any unhappy incident in you, what does it mean? Anything bad coming to the Pandava, that means the Krishna is coming. That is only a messenger. Any danger to Pandava comes means as a messenger to say Krishna is coming. I will find like that. The messenger, they are all, your danger is always act as play the part of a messenger. Oh, Krishna is coming to say that. So what is that? And your mother also gave statement, Vivadasam Tutasasya, let the what is before danger and bad fortune, ill luck. Ill luck may remain with me always, because in that time I get the remembrance of Krishna. So that is my wealth. And if ill luck vanishes, good fortune comes, I may forget Krishna. That I don't want. Queen Kunti, his famous statement is that, let ill luck always remain with me, which helps me to think about Krishna. And the Krishna comes. I don't want any good luck that may help me to forget Krishna. So, what do you say, Yudhishthira? Your bad luck means Krishna coming, to say that Krishna is coming. Yudhishthira says that Jadu, and they are really happy always with Krishna. Krishna sometimes comes to visit us, but always with the Jadav. Jadavs are really happy person. And by Krishna they are moving bravely to every corner without fearing anybody, because Krishna is their leader, their master in this. Narad went to the Yadav and proposed that no happy persons in this world like you, Yadav. What do you say, devotee? You do not know. He does not care for us. Of course, we have on the background his presence. We do anything and everything, thinking that Krishna is there and he will compensate everything. Everybody here in this world, bravely we move. But if you want to know really, then Uddhava is the most favorite of Krishna. We are none. Then Krishna, Narad went to Uddhava. He was the most fortunate, I see. All praise of you. Even Krishna has said that you are more favorite than his own body. What to speak of Baladev, Lakshmi Devi, not to speak of Brahma and Shiva, even Lakshmi Devi, and his own person is not so affectionate, so pure favor, so important to him as you are Uddhava to Krishna. Yes, what do you say? It is true, Krishna has said that. But as long as I did not see the Brajagopi, it might have been true to certain extent. But when he sent me to say the gopis in Vrindavan, that pride is demolished altogether. What sort of love divine I found in the gopis for Krishna, that is unknown and unknowable, unaccountable, unestimable, unconceivable. That is never to happen. We can never even have a peep of that pure love, intense love and affection towards Krishna, beyond our jurisdiction. And you know, they will see, after having a little experience of the smallest part, what came in my mind, I spontaneously I uttered some words, expressions there. Asa Mahu Charanavin. For the moment, I thought that if I could have a bath of a sap in a creeper in this land, I would have been dead. Because the feet dust of those damsels, divine damsels, would naturally come on my head. So pure affection, and so risky, so intense, unintelligible love I have experienced. They would see what have you come to praise me? I am nothing. All my understanding, all my understanding has been surpassed, and the wonderful color it has come to me to show that how dignified and the purest love there can be for Krishna. I wonder, I am astounded upon this way. So different gradation, different section of people, they say that our leader, our group's leader, the highest devotee is Shankara. তটস্থ হইয়া বিচারিলে আছে তরতম, যার যেই রস সেই হয় সর্বোত্তম। in one's own department, he says, oh, our officer is Mr. Their group officer, the leader of that party is that gentleman. But that party may not hold the supreme position. So bhakti is of different kind, different layer, different stage. And there is also gradation, leaders. In the pure devotion also, amongst the Dasya Hanuman, Sokha, this here is Arjuna, one class says, and Vrindavan, that is Sokha, the Sudam Subal, highest standard. Then Vatsalya is more fine service, there Jashoda holding the highest standard. In Mathura, Devaki holding the highest position. In different classification, different leaders. Sokha Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, then Madhura Rasa. Different group, Chandamali, Radharani and so many other groups also there. But there is comparison possible. Tatastha hoya, relative position and absolute calculation. By both we have to understand things. Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Yar Jai Ras. Jashoda says, the friendly school say, we don't want to be Jashoda's member. We are friends to Krishna, we pray with them. Sometimes we climb over his shoulder, sometimes taking on our shoulder, sometimes he slap, sometimes get slapped from him. So many freedom, we are so happy. We don't want to be a Jashoda's member. What are they? But in absolute calculation, the measurement will come, and so the Jashoda number is higher. They have got higher ecstasy and of higher kind, both quantity and quality in the favor of the Vatsalya law. More intimacy is there than you friends. You think to be very intimate, but their intimacy is more higher. Then the Yashoda will say, I wanted to the Gopal Maharaj's son. I don't want a concert. What are they? I am the commander. I can, what I like, I can do with my child. And they are all underlings. They are all underlings. They are like servants. And I am master. But anyhow, if the real standard goes to measure, then Jashoda will have to go down sometimes. That whole self-capturing is possible only by Madhura Rasa, 24 hours engagement in the service. 24 hours engagement in the service of Krishna is possible only in Madhura Rasa, not even in Vatsalya Rasa. What to speak of Sakha Rasa? And the quality is also higher. Tarasthoya Vicharili, Ase Taratam. The mother may serve the food, and wife also may serve the same food. We are told that the wife serving that is more tasteful than the mother, mixed with Madhura Rasa. The service, the food service, or sometimes the chastising, stricture, and confidence, in every point, the Madhura Rasa holds the supreme position in feeding, generally with the parents, lavan palan, taking care of the body, and the confidence, confidential discussion, and in all matters, it is in the highest degree only in Madhura Rasa. Every rasa transaction can be disclosed in the Madhura Rasa service. But Madhura Rasa service cigarette cannot be taken out in the friendly circle or in the filial present circle. That cannot come here. But these things can be taken there. The whole self. In this way it has been described by the experts of the ontological, the theology of love. What is that? We have to try to perceive like that. It is such and such. From here we can find, from the reflection. From the reflection we have to judge, just as suppose the sun, if we want to investigate about the sun, we get the reflection of the sun in my hand, then from there I can try to trace what is that black spot, what is there, this is mountain, or this is sea, that is that, or this, in the sun, moon, in the reflection. But at present, I cannot connect my eye directly to the sun, I will be finished, reduced to ashes. So sometimes with this we have to understand what will be there, and we have to find the road from the mathematical calculation. This is the lowest position, and the highest is by exploitation, renunciation, and then dedication and calculating and extra over calculating, spontaneous, gradual improvement. In this way we have to understand it will be such and such. His question was the concept, the elements, different units of pride. But only one thing we shall remember, that is incurring towards the holiest center, and here to the innumerable plurality branches, there is the opposite current. But similar, not same. Like bhai kame preme bhednai tabu kam prem nahi hoy. One is darkness, another is light. One is filthiness, another is purity of the highest type. You have to understand center carrying, and this is out carrying. We have to understand it very carefully. You have to where the difference is out carrying and in carrying. That is normal, that is healthy, that is true, that is eternal purity. And this is flickering, this is taking us down to the lowest position and disturbing to the whole atmosphere and environment. Our selfishness must eliminate it, and it cannot but be harmful to the environment. The local interest means it will clash with so many other local interests. A central interest, that means it will unify the whole interest. Prano bharata, put food into the stomach, it will satisfy the whole system. But put food in the eye, put food in the ear, what is that? Or anomaly. disturbance, disease. That is the effect. I put food into the stomach. It is for the satisfaction of the whole. It is a pure thing. It is normal, it is true. It is healthy. So, to put our energy, our service direct towards this proper place, everything will be fed properly. That will be distributed properly everywhere. Tasmin tushti jagat tushtam priniti prinitam jagat. If I satisfy him, everything will be satisfied. If I serve him, everything will be served automatically and more efficiently, million times efficiently. Pour water into the root, the whole tree will be fed. So that's this sort of example has been given us for our understanding. The what is towards service towards the center and the service towards the smallest part. The difference is great, infinitely. And we are all suffering from that. That's local interest. Local interest, personal interest, local interest. Local interest. Local interest means clash between so many local interests, inevitable, a fight and action-reaction. And you put this everyone to the center, it will come in a harmonizing way to satisfy everyone's inner demand and taking him up towards the dearest center. All right, I stop here.
Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Parivraja Acharya